This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. I'm Scott, today's host, and in today's game, we will be pitting two Benchwarmer teams against one another. First Benchwarmer team will be Mason and Eric. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves and give me your team name.
Hello, I'm Mason. Good to be here, having fun.
What's up, Scott? This is Eric. I'm just glad to be away from children. I don't know what they're doing upstairs right now.
All right, and what's your team name, guys?
Team name today is going to be What About You, Sideburns?
Excellent. And that's something I can say, too, so I appreciate that. Nothing too long-winded like we've had the last few episodes. So I do appreciate you guys being short and sweet. Today, you guys are going to be opposing the real powerhouse team of Joshua and Dan. Gentlemen, welcome. Please introduce yourselves and give me your team name.
Hey, how's it going, Scott?
Going well?
I have no idea even what day it is right now. The days have just started to string together. We can be done with this anytime now. Anytime.
What's up, Scott? So I thought today was Monday. Wife thought today was Wednesday. And it's Tuesday, fun fact. So we've just been really messed up with our days. Powerhouse team would definitely be anybody with Dan in it. But I'm glad I can join for this wonderful episode here.
Well, maybe we should be team what day is it?
Are we getting a last-minute name change?
Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
Wait, it's Tuesday?
We somehow all made it here, so we all figured it out at some point.
I had an alarm set on my phone.
I like this. I like these team names because they're both questions. So we've got What Day Is It against What About You, Sideburns?
And neither of them are songs that we expect Scott to sing.
We're already dropping the ball with Dan. We know when Dan's on, we got to do songs. What's going on, guys?
I'll drop
Clearly
something.
nobody wants to be serenaded tonight. That's fine. All right. Guess that means we'll just get into the game. Welcome to the bench, gentlemen. Now on to the rules. We will be starting off with our tailgate round to warm up the teams. This will be followed by 4 quarters of play, each with a different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. And like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions pertaining to sports. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains to be honored like the true bench warmers they are. All right, both teams, you guys ready?
Do it.
Kinda.
All right, let's get into the tailgate round. These questions are worth 10 points apiece. In 2007, which school defeated Ohio State to win the BCS National Championship and defeated Ohio State in the NCAA Tournament Finals, becoming just the second school ever to win a football and a basketball championship in the same season?
We'll go ahead and check in.
All right, what about you, Sideburns? Is checked in. What day is it? Feel free to talk aloud.
Josh, I think it's Florida. They went on that run where they won 2 national championships and then they won a basketball national championship in the middle.
That was 2000? He said 2007, yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what it was.
Okay, yeah, it was either that or Florida for me. So Florida, LSU. So we can go with Florida for sure.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Florida.
All right, both teams have checked in with Florida, and both teams are going to start off the game with points. The correct answer, the Florida Gators. Joe Kim Noah and those boys winning those back-to-back NCAA championships.
Did Mason tell the answer?
No, he didn't.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't.
Yeah, I knew you guys were right.
I mean, that's what we were going to say.
I know. Question 2 in the tailgate round. Which 2 college teammates were traded for each other on draft night in 1998?
I'll check in with that then, Mason.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and check in with that.
All right, we're checked in, Scott.
All right. What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in. What day is it? Feel free to talk.
So we're thinking basketball.
It has to be basketball, right? I mean, the thing is that what's in my head, and I know it's not right, and I can't get it out of my head, is Brandon Roy and Randy Foy. But I know they're not right. One played for Villanova. The other one played for Washington, I think.
But that was like the Vince Carter year, right?
98?
Yeah. Vince Carter, Dirk.
Dirk was in that year, yeah. Steve Nash, I think. Wait, where did Vince Carter play?
UNC, I'm pretty sure.
That might be it, because he was traded.
Yeah,
he was traded for. Okay, I'm gonna get it. It's what is his name? Give me a second. I got this. Antoine Jameson. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm. Is that right? I mean, do you remember this?
I don't know where Jameson went to school.
He went to UNC.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then that would make sense. I mean.
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, we'll check in with Antoine Jameson and Vince Carter.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, what day is it has checked in with Antoine Jameson and Vince Carter? What about you, Sideburns? What's your answer?
So we picked up on I don't know if you meant to give the clue that way for the sport being basketball, because you said draft night, and the NFL draft goes a few days, even back in 98. So Mason said Vince Carter, and as soon as he said it, it clicked to me that both Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson both went to UNC, and I believe it was Toronto and Golden State, I want to say. So we checked in with Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson.
Okay, Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson did both go to North Carolina. They were both drafted in 1998, and they were both traded for each other on draft night. Both teams correct. Nice job there, guys.
Way to get me to Vince Carter, Josh. I don't think I would have gotten there otherwise.
Glad to help.
Yeah, clearly Josh is studying on basketball. It's paid off nice and early in this one.
I've tapped my my limit here, so have a good show.
No. We're 2 questions in. You cannot have tapped your limit yet. It's going to be a long night if you did.
Okay, and on to the third and final question of the tailgate round. Following a midseason trade in July 2008, this pitcher went 11-2 and led the Milwaukee Brewers to their first postseason berth in 26 years.
What year was that, Scott?
2008. 2000 and late if you're the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. Think that might be right, Josh.
I'll trust you on that.
Did you say which team he was traded from? I don't think you did you?
No, sir, I did not.
That'd be too easy.
All right, we're gonna check in.
What day is it is checked in? What about you, Sideburns? You can discuss it out loud.
So, Mason, I'm pretty sure he went there.
Like I said, I don't have any recollection of him ever playing there, but that might have been maybe a few years before I started watching. So,
I mean, 2008, I'm pretty sure the Indians traded Sabathia to the Brewers. I don't know what they got, but I mean, he didn't stay.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel confident about that, go for it. I don't recall that, but I trust you on it.
I don't trust myself on it, so I don't.
Like I said,
It's just one of those things. Like, I was still on a high, just from 2005's World Series championship. Just want to plug that in there. Everyone's beloved White Sox. So yeah, no, I guess if you don't have anything better, I let's go with CC Sabathia. Checking in with that.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in with CC Sabathia. Over to what day is it? What was your answer?
We also checked in with CC Sabathia, and I was really happy to hear Eric say that name because that helped me think that I might be right.
Well, you should have had more confidence in yourself because CC Sabathia is indeed the correct answer. So points all around. The Indians did trade him to the Brewers. They didn't get much in return. I mean, they got Michael Brantley, who turned out to be a good player for them. And then CC bolted after the season for the Yankees. Heading into the first quarter, we have a score of 30-30. So what day is it? 30 points in that round. And what about you, Sideburns? Also picked up 30 points in that round. That brings us to today's first quarter, which will be, that's right, you guys guessed it, pre- and post-game.
Pre- and post-game.
For this quarter, there will be 5 before and after style questions. For example, if I said, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings? The answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 20 points.
Your first pre- and post-game question is, this Bronco became the first undrafted rookie to ever make the Pro Bowl and won the U.S. and French Opens in 1998, Wimbledon in 1999, and the Australian Open in 2000.
Mason, we can check in, I think. Yeah, Scott, we're checked in.
What about you, Sideburns, has checked in?
All right, Dan, what you got?
I'm trying to come at it from the tennis side. Well, he said 98 French.
So I'm pretty sure that Bronco is going to be Peyton Lindsay.
So Lindsay Davenport then. That makes sense. Let's do that Peyton Lindsay Davenport then.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll check in with Peyton Lindsay Davenport.
Okay, what day is it? Has checked in with Peyton Lindsay Davenport. What about you, Sideburns? What's your answer?
Dan, it's a Spurgeon.
No.
It's a Spurgeon, Seneca win, whatever you said, Webb situation again, because the answer is Philip Lindsay Davenport.
Oh, it wasn't me this time, though.
Well, Josh, you got one under your belt, buddy. It's Philip Lindsay Davenport.
My bad, Dan.
That's all right. Like I said, you know where my strengths don't lie, and that was firmly within where my strengths do not lie.
You're still thinking about Peyton Hillis from the Madden cover part.
Man, for all these years, I thought it was Peyton Lindsay. Got him on my fantasy team, too. Well,
Wait, I had all these years? So
Yeah,
You had Philip Lindsay.
2 years?
2 years, yeah.
I mean, it just says P. Lindsay when I get it.
Yep.
All is forgiven.
That's why I just go with the last names, right? And apparently you can't do that on this show.
Not
Yeah, it
on
doesn't
this
work in
category.
pre and post game. Yeah, no.
BS.
As much as Matt likes to, throw Smith in for every first name, it doesn't quite work like that. On to question 2. He made the NBA All-Defensive Team in 2003 while playing guard for the Sacramento Kings and was inducted into the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame in 2005.
Yeah, I was thinking that name for the first part, but I'm trying to think who else would have been, who the second part would be.
2005, correct?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? How about, we'll check in.
What day is it? Is checked in. What about you, Sideburns? Feel free to talk it out.
All I got on the Sacramento Kings end is that year was they had like Stojakovic.
I don't know any Olympic names.
Keep going with that. That's it.
Vlade Divac.
You said guard, right?
Oh, Mike Bibby? Any Olympians named Bibby?
Oh yeah, Bibby Smith, weightlifting champion. What other guards were there? 03.
Bobby
Defensive.
Bobby Jackson. Oh. Doug Christie. That works.
Okay.
That
So
works as a first name.
Christie
Yamaguchi.
I mean,
Has to be.
sure.
Who else
I can't
would
think
it
of
be?
anyone else with the first name Christie that was an Olympian that we would recognize.
Yeah, let's check in with Doug Christie Yamaguchi.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in with Doug Christie Yamaguchi. What day is it? What do you have for me?
Yeah, we also checked in with Doug Christie Yamaguchi.
Would make one hell of a figure skater. The correct answer is Doug Christie Yamaguchi.
So not Peja Stojakovic Yamaguchi.
No, but I think we have an early contender for episode title, Old Bibby Smith.
That's right, old Bibby Smith.
Old Bibby Smith. Question 3. The franchise leader in rushing touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars lost his starting job to both Tom Brady and Tony Romo.
Let's check in. We're checked in.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in. What day is it? The floor is yours.
Well, it's Fred Taylor.
Okay.
So who lost their starting job to who? To Tony Romo and Tom Brady? Okay, so it's not him then. It's
Is it MJD? Maurice Jones-Drew?
Yes, there it is. It's Maurice Jones, Drew. Oh, come on. Oh, for crying out loud, what's the dude's name?
Drew Bledsoe.
Yes, thank you.
Webb.
Jeez. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's Maurice Jones, Drew Bledsoe. That's right.
Yeah, we'll check in.
You ever have one of those times you just can't think of a name? Because that was it right there.
What about you?
No, after you said it, I think it could be something else, but now we're already checked in, so I guess it's too late.
What about you, Sideburns? What was your answer?
Well, this one came to me right away, and Eric agreed with me. And I'm glad we're adding hyphenated names to pre- and post-game as well. We also checked in with Maurice Jones, Drew Bledsoe.
All right, and what day is it? You also checked in with Maurice Jones, Drew Bledsoe. It's not Fred Taylor. The correct answer is Maurice Jones, Drew Bledsoe.
So honestly, I think if you look at that question, it could also be Maurice Jones, Drew Henson.
But Henson wasn't the starter when Romo took over. It was Bledsoe.
Correct, but Henson.
I guess he lost his backup job.
Yeah,
I guess you could say.
That's just weird. I just realized that after it came out. I'm like, wait, it could be that too.
Yeah, I was going with Bledsoe. Forget Drew Henson. All right, points all around for question 3, and that brings us to question 4. A member of the undefeated Miami Dolphins squad won Big Ten Player of the Year and a national championship for Michigan State.
Wasn't he, Mason?
I think so. That's the right time.
I think that's the name I wanted.
I'm not sure what the other part is, though.
No, I don't either. But at least I think we got the first part. So just Yamaguchi.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
It fits what we have, but I don't know if that's right at all.
I mean,
You want to just go for it?
Sure. I don't think we're gonna get to anything better than that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and check in.
All right.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in. What day is it? Feel free to talk.
Okay, so it's got to be basketball. It's not going to be. It has to be basketball, right?
It could be like some lower known sport, not a stupid sport like track and field.
Yeah, but it's going to have to be. It's got to be someone that we know, though. It's not going to be. Who are the big team? Who are the big players on the Spartans 2000 team? Because I think that's going to be who it is. I was trying to figure out Magic Johnson on this, but I don't think it's going to be. The Dolphins came first, right?
Yeah, it was 72. Oh yeah.
I mean, in the question, the Dolphins came first. Well, there's only a few real memorable players on that team. Zonka's one of them, and it's not going to be him. Brian Greasy, not Brian Greasy, the other Greasy. Again, not remembering names tonight. It's that. There it is. It's going to be Mercury Morris Peterson. Mercury Morris is the one that they always come back to him, talking trash about how no one's ever going to go undefeated. He was really big when the Patriots couldn't quite pull it off. It's going to be Mercury Morris Peterson. You all right with that?
Better than I got.
All right.
You're checking in with that?
Checking with that, yep.
All right. What day is it? Is checked in with Mercury Morris Peterson. And over to what about you, Sideburns? What was your answer?
So we started thinking of Miami Dolphins players, and we landed on Zonka first. And then we started thinking of running backs, and then Mercury Morris came up. And luckily I started watching the NBA right when this player was on the Hornets. So we went with Mercury Morris Peterson as well.
The correct answer is Mercury Morris Peterson. Nice job there, fellas. Yeah, Dan, I didn't even know who Mercury Morris was until that Patriots season. I just remember every single week him just like talking trash and then him celebrating when the Giants beat them. And
oh yeah, he was all over the place then.
Yeah.
I almost wanted them to finish win the Super Bowl just to shut him up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Eric mentioned Morris Peterson on an earlier episode.
No, it was actually in the Facebook Messenger. I sent a picture of his playing card.
Oh, that's right.
Because I always think of him as Mo Peterson.
Yeah, that's same.
Right. So it took me a second to get Morris out of that.
Isn't that McGrady's cousin? I want to say it's Tracy McGrady's cousin, too.
He's cousins with everybody then, I guess. That brings us to our fifth and final question in pre- and post-game. This prolific 90s scorer from Kentucky spent his entire 16-year career as an outfielder for the Yankees.
All right, let's check in. We're checked in.
What about you? Sideburns has checked in.
All right, so Josh, I'm going to name some Kentucky scorers. Is that where you've been coming from too?
No, I'm thinking of the Yankees.
Okay, well, there was Kenny Walker he had a lot. He scored a lot for them.
Oh, Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah.
Kenny Walker, Texas Ranger. You think that's it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was very prolific for the Yankees.
Was there someone in the Yankees who had the first name of Mashburn?
Can't say so.
I mean, the closest I've come here is Tayshaun Prince Fielder, but Prince Fielder never played for the Yankees. Pat Riley played for Kentucky. Got a Riley that played for the Yankees for?
I mean, it's going to have to be I feel like 2000s era for the Yankees or earlier.
Tony Delk? I mean, I'm running out of Kentucky players here.
I commend you on the amount of Kentucky players that you're naming right now. This is nice.
I also just want to thank you for all the pre- and post-game ideas you've given me for future games.
Let's see who else. Bernie Williams. I know he was there for a while.
Again, I can't think of someone whose last name was Bernie. Who was the pretty boy that played for them for forever? He's on an episode of How I Met Your Mother. He walked in the bar and took a girl from Barney. It was recent, within the last 10 years. Gardner? Is there a Gardner?
Yeah, Brett Gardner.
What was it, Brett Gardner?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got nothing else here. I think we just have to throw this one in.
So with Sam Bowie, Matsui?
Yeah, Sam Bowie, Matsui. Sure. Let's do that.
All right.
You guys are checking in with Sam Bowie Matsui.
If it's one of the names that I named and we just couldn't think of the Yankee, I'm going to be – actually, I'll probably be – I don't know. We'll see what it is.
I'll be the opposite, so –
What about you, Sideburns? What did you guys check in with?
Dan, you're gonna be mad. I don't think you were here for one of those Josh games. So, I mean, if you don't know Troy Polamalu Holtz or Terry Bradshaw Green, you're not gonna know Jamal Mash Bernie Williams.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's on me. That's on me for not thinking of that. I'm sorry.
We both said it.
You guys danced around it so nicely that I'm holding up tens right now. You guys danced so well. The correct answer is Jamal Mash Bernie Williams.
I mean, I can't even be mad about that.
That's a good question.
You both had it. You're talking Jamal Mashburn, and then Josh goes, Bernie Williams, and I'm like, they're gonna get it. I'm like, they're gonna put this together. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, we have a score of What About You, Sideburns, with 130. And What Day Is It, trailing a little bit, with 110. And that is going to bring us to the second quarter today, which is going to be the Dean's List.
The Dean's List. For this quarter, there will be 3 lists containing 10 items, where the teams will go back and forth, guessing the items on the list. If a team guesses incorrectly, the other team can attempt to finish out that list. Each team is allowed 1 mulligan to be used after an incorrect guess. Each item is worth 10 points.
Your first item on the Dean's List, and I wrote this before I knew Mason was playing. Dating back to 2014, name the last 10 NFL first-round draft picks from LSU. And what day is it? You guys will be going first because you're currently trailing.
Well, we can take Joe Burrow off the list, right? Do that first.
Yeah, I believe that's a good one.
Yeah, we'll go with Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is correct.
Mason, go with your first one.
Okay, the first one. We'll go with Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. is correct for 10 points.
The Vikings with the 22, with the pick number 22, select Justin Jefferson, wide receiver from LSU.
I kind of wish you had actually made that pick on draft.
Sorry, I had to go with that one before we went anywhere else, Josh. We'll talk about the rest of them. Yeah, I think you're right on at least one of those two, probably both.
Over to, what about you, Sideburns?
All right, which one you want to go with? Because I'm pretty sure we have
Let's go with that last one I sent you. That's kind of obvious, I think.
the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with Tre'Davious White.
Buffalo Bills corner, Tre'Davious White is correct.
Go with either one of those, Josh. I think they're both good.
Go with Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette is correct.
All right, you want to go with that one? Okay. We'll go ahead and check in with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That's Clyde Edwards-Hilarious. See what I did there? And it's also correct for 10 points.
That other one's still on the board, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that one. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah. A lot of Saints fans are upset that we didn't take him, but Patrick Queen.
Patrick Queen is correct for 10 points. Back over to, what about you, Sideburns?
Trying not to embarrass my entire family with this, so.
I got one, Mason, if you want to. Yeah, go with that.
That's the one that just popped in my head.
Yeah.
We'll go with Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams is correct.
That takes that off our list. This is where I get off. So if you've got any more, feel free to do it.
Yeah, I forgot. Current football is not your wheelhouse here, huh?
It's not, and when you specialize it to one university like that, I'm happy I got like 3 of them.
Yeah. All right. How many more do we have left?
There are 2 items left on the Dean's list.
Okay. Do you mind if I just go with what I...
Yeah, do what you want.
All right, well, Devin White.
Devin White is correct for 10 points. Nice pull.
Job, Josh.
What about you, Sideburns? You guys can finish out the list here.
Yeah, the one that you sent wasn't first round. He dropped. I'm pretty sure on that because he was supposed to go first round, but didn't.
You guys, there's only one left. You guys can name names.
I'm pretty sure.
Because if we miss it, they can.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the one I sent you. The last one that I sent you, other than Devin White, I'm pretty sure he's on there for that team.
Yep, go with that.
All right. Hopefully this is the last one because he got drafted this year by the Jaguars. Kelvon Chason.
Kelvon Chason is correct to complete the list. Nice job on that, gentlemen.
Nice job, partner.
Hey, you each have a Louisiana boy, so you lucked out there.
Considering I watched like half of those play in person, I had to get that right.
So I would have been wrong right away. The first dude that popped in my head was Morris Claiborne, but that was too long ago.
Yeah, I thought that too. But then once we established
OBJ was probably the first on the list, right?
2014. Yeah.
I didn't realize that many went in the first round this year.
Like 5 went the first round this year, didn't they?
Half of them were this year.
Yeah.
Yep. Question 2 on the Dean's list. The 2008 Major League Baseball All-Star Game was the longest All-Star Game in history, lasting 15 innings before the American League won 4-3. I want you to name the American League starters that year, including the starting pitcher and the DH.
What year again?
2008, and we're going to start with what about you, Sideburns?
And you want to go with the obvious one?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well take it.
All right, our first one's going to be Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter was indeed the starting shortstop. That is correct.
Yeah, you can go with any.
I'm positive on that one.
Yeah.
Joe Mauer.
Of course, Joe Mauer is correct.
Go with that one, Mason.
Okay, well, I'm going to hope John Boyce doesn't steer me wrong. We're going to check in with Ichiro.
Ichiro is correct.
All right. They said Ichiro, so the other 2 that we've got there are good. I know that. Yeah, go with that first one. Get him off the board.
Yeah, we'll go with A-Rod.
A-Rod is correct for 10 points.
Pick one off that list, Mason.
All right. I guess you're confident now.
The last one's the only one I'm not 100% on.
Okay, well, I'll go with, I guess, what I think would be the most obvious out of the 3. So we'll go with Big Papi David Ortiz.
Big Papi David Ortiz did indeed start as the DH that year. That is correct.
I think all of them that we have written down right now are good. So let's take the one you just sent me.
Oh, Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, let's go with him.
Josh Hamilton is correct for 10 points.
you want to go with the last one you felt good about on that list?
Yeah, go with that one.
Okay, because that seems right to me. We'll go with Manny Ramirez.
Manny being Manny is correct.
How many do we have left?
There are 3 left.
Oh, we still have the one that I sent, the last one on the list that I sent while you were out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia is correct.
I say we just go with that one.
Yeah, because that's the last name that we had. So
I have an idea on the pitcher. I just don't know who would have started. There's like 3 that I think could have, but
we'll go with that then.
All right. Our next one's going to be Kevin Euclis.
And that is correct for 10 points. Man, there's no stumping you guys.
Well, in 2008, it was pick a Red Sox, right? I mean, that's the only guess I've got.
Yeah. I have another one, but I think.
Oh, do you? Who do you think it is? Send it to me.
It could be. I just know that he was also big right around that time.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, which one? You think it's one of those 2?
Those are the only 2 I can really think of. For starters, we could totally go with yours. I trust your.
I mean, I have no doubt that both of them were there.
Yeah, it's just
so it's the question of who started the game.
I think we just go with yours and then let it go. Because I don't think they're going to get it either.
All right, we'll say Roy Halladay.
Roy Halladay is incorrect.
Would you
like to use your mulligan?
Do we want to use it or do we want to wait? There's only one left.
Yeah.
Let's wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. No mulligan used there. What about you, Sideburns? You guys can finish it off here.
I mean, we had 2 names. They used the one.
Of them.
I can think of a bunch of like relievers that would have played, but
they wouldn't have started.
Yeah. So I know he was winning a ton of games then. Was it for the Indians, right?
I believe so. Do you know who won the Cy Young that year for the AL? Like, do you know that or have an idea who that might be?
I don't know. I think it could be.
Honestly, I have no clue.
I mean, I don't think we're going to come up with a better name than Cliff Lee. So, I mean, that's going to be the.
All right. I'm good with it.
Check in with Cliff Lee.
Cliff Lee is correct to finish the list.
And we didn't have him. We had Scott Kazmir on our list.
He was. I don't know. I got nothing.
Well, you don't have nothing. You got Cliff Lee.
No, yeah. But I knew there was a Rays pitcher, but I couldn't come up with his name.
Yeah, it would have been Kazmir.
So I'm glad I didn't come up with his name.
Good pull.
I haven't thought about Cliff Lee in 10 years, probably.
Yeah, maybe this third one will actually result in you leaving something on the board here. I promise you it's not the NL team from that year, even though maybe I should have done that. All right, your third Dean's List question. Who are the top 10 franchise leading scorers in Miami Heat history? And we're going to start
I don't think Matt liked that.
We're going to start with what day is it?
We should take the obvious one off the board, right? Yeah. Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade is the all-time leading scorer in franchise history. That is correct.
I think that name that you sent I think he's on there. I'm starting to think that makes sense to me. You're not. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I think your second one's on there, so I'd be more inclined to go with that than the one.
My second one?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and check in with Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning is second all-time. That is correct.
We'll go with Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway is correct for 10 points.
Mason, I'm pretty sure he's on there, and we got a mulligan, so I mean.
So we're going to go with the first one you sent?
The obvious one, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go with LeBron James.
Wasn't there very long, but he's fourth all-time in points. That is correct.
We'll go with Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice is correct. Now over to what about you, Sideburns?
I'll just take a shot in the dark with that last one I sent you then.
The last one you sent?
Not the last, the one you said before.
Well, which one I sent?
I'll just
like
say, not that. Yeah.
Yeah. I now that I'm thinking, he
was there forever, right?
He should be on the list, I would think, if not at the bottom, but somewhere.
I mean, either way, we got a mulligan, so let's
yeah,
throw a dart with Eddie Jones.
You hit the bullseye there. Eddie Jones is correct.
Yeah, absolutely go with what we've been talking about for a while.
With your guy?
No, yours, the one you were fighting for. Yeah, absolutely go with him.
Okay.
Hearing some of these other names come up, he's got to be.
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh is correct for 10 points.
Because he played there after LeBron for a few years before he had the leg issue.
True. Yeah,
that's why I was thinking he's on there.
I always see him as being injured, so I didn't think he was playing in many games.
I thought he was sharing the ball too much with Wade and James.
Well, that's yeah.
But then I heard some of the other names that were on there. I'm like, oh yeah, he kind of has to be on there then.
Yeah, but those were the only three though. Like that was the thing.
Yeah, Bosh he's fifth, so he's not even towards the bottom. He's fifth all time for that franchise, right behind LeBron.
I got a name, but I don't know if he ever scored. He was there forever.
All right, go ahead and send it to me. I'm not sure what you typed there, but
I don't think I am either.
I mean, you want to go for it? I don't know what you typed.
I could say his name.
We got a mulligan. Go for it if you think he's on there. I have no idea who he's. I'll let you make the decision.
How do you feel about not knowing the name I typed?
I don't even know what you're going for.
Oh, I'll hold up a picture of him. I think I got one of his cards around here.
You got a mulligan if you want to go for it.
All right, let's go
for it.
Let's go with. I have no idea why he came to my mind. Ronnie Cycli.
Ronnie Cycli is correct.
Come on.
You took my answer, Eric. That was my next answer.
What?
That was my next. He was their representative on NBA Jam when that came out.
Yep.
It was always him and Glenn Rice. I was rocking it.
Yeah. All right, go with that. Go with the other one then, Josh.
All right. Well, Udonis Haslem.
Udonis Haslem spent like 15 years with the Heat. He didn't score much, but he scored enough to make it into the top 10. That is correct.
Literally what I just typed. So there's one left, right?
There is one left, and you guys are ridiculous.
Wait, I just had something. Hold on. Let me think of his name. I know.
I mean, if this is the last guy, we can talk. Maybe not because we don't want to clue.
Yeah, we don't know.
Anything.
You guys have a mulligan, so you get two shots at it.
Yeah, but
you want the first one? The last one I sent you?
I don't recall how long he played.
I don't either.
We can go for it. We got another mulligan.
All right. I mean, my first two darts worked, but I don't know.
Go for it if you want.
Let's check in with Steve Smith.
Smith?
Panthers wide receiver Steve Smith?
Giants wide receiver Steve Smith.
All Steve Smiths are incorrect.
Okay.
If you add all their points up,
they should be close.
I was going to say that's two.
They might.
That's their mulligan too, right?
Yeah, so. Right.
Wait.
Oh, wait. I missed that last message you sent, Mason.
Okay. Wait.
So how recent?
I know where he played next. Hold on. Let me type that to you.
Yeah, send that to me, please.
We're about to hear the landline start ringing.
That's the name.
That's it. Go ahead.
That's it. I'm pretty sure he played there long enough. And I don't know where he is now, but I'm pretty sure he played there for a few years to get on the list. If some of those names on the bottom of the list, like Eddie Jones and the dude you typed earlier.
If Ronnie Cycli's there, then I feel like
think
he's got to be
close. Okay. You want to go for it?
You go ahead with that. That's your guy.
We'll check in with Goran Dragic.
Josh is upset because Goran Dragic is correct.
Nice work.
He still plays there.
Yeah, he does.
Is he?
He was with the Suns for a while. That's how I had to figure it out because I remember he went there and kind of came back.
He went back. He's still in Miami.
Do you have the actual order?
Yeah, he's 10th.
Where's Cycli?
He was 7th.
Oh.
So it was Cycli, Haslem, Eddie Jones, Dragic to finish it out.
Ballin'.
If Dragic wasn't right, I was going to pull out Bimbo Coles.
Oh man. PJ Brown might have been a better
probably
than him.
I was also thinking Mario Chalmers, 'cause I know they played there for a few years.
Oh yeah, he did.
But I didn't think it was long enough because he was with Memphis for a little while? Somewhere else.
I thought these last two, the baseball one and this one, were going to be kind of tricky. Clearly not. So
the trick to the baseball one was remembering that the Red Sox were everything that year.
That's the first thing I sent Mason was like, that's the year they won it, and so it's going to be all Yankees and Red Sox.
Yeah.
But mostly Red Sox.
Wow. Yep, that was very, very impressive, guys.
You think I could still order like a Ronnie Cycli jersey?
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure you can.
I think now you're kind of obligated to after that.
I think I have to go directly to him. He's got his own eBay page now selling his old jerseys.
I'll get a Magic one.
Dude, the thing I remembered about Ronnie Cycli was dude had great hair.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure
and he kept it all the way through. Like even in the fourth quarter, the long game, it was still just nice and slick back. And
it's a lot of product.
I just started laughing because it looked like he just slammed his fingers on the keyboard type of last name. And I was like, I don't know where he's going with this.
It's like 7 vowels. I didn't know what I was putting in.
Right before you got there, I was there too. And I said, that's it. We have to hold this one. This is a good one.
I thought you were talking about Haslam because I'm like, I could see you messing up the spelling of, Udonis.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to spell it. He's like, I don't know how to spell it. And I'm like, that's not helping me.
My basketball cards, it's like whenever I think of Miami Heat, it's Ronnie Cycli. Like that's the only card I can picture.
That was a great round, guys. Heading into halftime, we have a score of What Day Is It with 250. And Sideburns, as I'm now calling you guys, leading the pack with 290.
You guys can miss one, please.
All right. It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 5 entertainment questions that pertain to sports, with each question worth 20 points apiece. Your first halftime question is, based on the life of golfer Francis Ouimet, Bill Paxton directed what 2005 movie starring Shia LaBeouf?
Josh, I got it. If you want me to type it, I'll type it to you.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll check in.
Okay, What Day Is It is checked in. And what about you, Sideburns? Feel free to talk amongst the group.
So I sent you The Legend of Bagger Vance, but immediately realized that's Will Smith.
Okay. I vaguely recall that movie, so
And it's about Bagger Vance.
I'm not good with spelling, just remember that.
He said the name was Francis Ouimet, whatever he said. Some French name.
I'll take his word for it.
All right. I mean, I just started throwing out golf movies I don't remember, but
I've never heard of that. The Greatest Game That Ever Played. Is that a golf movie?
That's a golf movie. It came out, maybe it was 2005. I think that movie came out somewhere in the time frame. I can't tell you anything about it, but I know that's a golf movie that came out somewhere in the 2000s.
I mean, I'm very limited with my golf movie knowledge. It begins and ends with
Caddyshack.
Happy Gilmore. Not even the original Caddyshack. I'm more of a Caddyshack 2 guy.
Foul. Calling a foul right there.
So just go with yours. Go. I don't. Yeah, I got nothing.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and check in with the greatest game ever played.
What about you, Sideburns? Checks in with greatest game ever played. What day is it? What was your answer?
I had to go down all of my golf movie knowledge and came down to the bottom of the barrel and came up with the greatest game ever played.
Both teams getting points on this one. The correct answer is the greatest game ever played. All right. Question 2. What second baseman appeared in the St. Louis portion of Jermaine Dupri's Welcome to Atlanta Coast to Coast remix music video? Eric, will it help you if I rap it?
If you could sing like, trying to think not Foreigner. We did that last time. Destiny's Child would probably really get it out of me right now.
Eric, can you handle it? Mason, can you handle it? Daniel, can you handle it? I don't think you can handle it.
I was hoping you go for Say My Name, so that way maybe the name would come out there.
Too obvious. I was going to go Independent Women, but it didn't seem appropriate.
I think this one ranks up there with the New York Yankees' worst draft pick of all time. I don't even know where to start with this one.
It's really obscure. Like Yeah, it's obscure.
I can't even place anything in it. Like, this question was written in a foreign language to me.
It's Eric typing. That's why.
Do you want to go with that? I don't know.
I don't even know if he was second at base. So.
We can go with it. I don't have anything better. You want to check in with it?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. We'll go ahead and check in.
Hugh Sideburns has checked in.
So we're looking at a Cardinals second baseman, right?
I was thinking Braves because he said
for the St. Louis portion.
Okay.
So if you've got some recent Cardinals second baseman to talk me out of going with Tom Herr.
I'm trying to go back through my my baseball games here.
My good friend and teammate Wesley Wells is going to slap me upside the head after he hears this.
Was Renteria on that team?
I don't even remember.
So I see it's either, I think, Renteria or Herr. Renteria has a shot of being right. But
yeah, Herr does not. So go with Renteria then.
We'll check in with Renteria.
Okay. What day is it has checked in with Edgar Renteria?
No, we just said Renteria.
Okay, fine. Renteria. What about you, Sideburns? What was your answer?
We had absolutely nothing for this. So we went with a baseball last name, and luckily it covers multiple players, so maybe we have a chance. We went with Upton.
What about you, Sideburns has checked in with Upton. So the song's from 2001. So Joshua was on it there with early 2000s. It featured 4 different cities: Atlanta, New York, St. Louis, and Long Beach. Each one of them had, famous people from each spot in there. Nelly rapped on the St. Louis portion, which featured 2 athletes who were playing in St. Louis at the time. The first one, which maybe I'm thinking I should have went with for Eric, was St. Louis Blues goaltender Fred Braithwaite. And the other was St. Louis Cardinals second baseman Fernando Vina.
Freddie Braithwaite was in a music video?
I watched the video leading up to this, and it's got to be the 2 most awkward hip-hop rap video appearances I've ever seen because they have no idea what to do with their hands. They have no clue what they're doing. It's hilarious. So the correct answer is Fernando Vina. Question 3. Ken Griffey Jr. appeared in a 2015 music video for what Seattle-born rapper?
We can check in.
Josh, the only Seattle rapper I can think of off the top of my head is Macklemore.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to pull up any rapper names here.
All right, we'll check in with Macklemore.
What day is it has checked in with Macklemore. And over to what about you, Sideburns?
So I would never have known this song because I'm not a Macklemore fan, but we checked in with Macklemore, but because it's featuring the lead singer from one of my favorite bands, Foxy Shazam, Eric Nally. He's amazing. If you don't know who he is, look him up. But yeah, checked in with Macklemore.
You can just watch the music video because Eric Nally is all over the place in that video, and Ken Griffey Jr. makes a cameo. It's Downtown by Macklemore. Both teams getting points on that one.
You could have made that question a lot simpler and just said, name a Seattle rapper.
And it has no sports connotation.
Well,
it's about mopeds.
Yeah, it is. It's a ridiculous music video, but that's Macklemore for you. Question 4. This daughter of a legend placed 3rd on Dancing with the Stars in 2007 and was eliminated 3rd on The Masked Singer in 2019.
I can check that one in.
I know Dan's a big Masked Singer fan.
I am. If you're all right checking that in.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What days it has checked in?
All right, Eric. I don't have any idea on that. The name.
That would be my only, just because he said daughter of a legend, and it's the only daughter of a legend I can think of, would be Layla Ali.
I think she was on Dancing with the Stars. I've never seen Masked Singer, so I have no idea.
Nor have I.
Pretty sure she was on Dancing with the Stars at some point. I'm good with it. We can check in on that.
Let's check in with Layla Ali.
What about you, Sideburns has checked in with Layla Ali? And I'll throw it over to Dan, who seemed to know this one rather quickly.
Hulk Hogan's daughter is Brooke Hogan, by the way.
She was on Dancing with the Stars also.
Come on, really?
Yep.
We were so close.
But this one was the panda on Dancing with the Stars, and it was indeed Layla Ali.
That is correct. Points all around.
You mean Panda on The Masked Singer?
Yeah, no, she was on Dancing in the Stars with the panda.
Like, I haven't seen Dancing with the Stars before, but I don't know if there are pandas on there, man.
They had costumes for Dancing with the Stars that week.
I probably would have watched.
I was going to say, they need to try some new concepts. They're losing ratings, all right?
Crossover. Dancing with the Masked Singers.
Masked Singer is appointment television for us in this house.
What's the attraction? Like, that's what I don't understand it.
Just trying to guess what celebrities are under the mask.
It really is, and it sounds just absolutely stupid, and it is, but it's fascinating. And my son likes it, so it's something that I can watch with him. So
I tried to watch the first season, and it was after Jenny McCarthy opened her mouth for the second time, I was done.
You got past the first one.
On to the final question of the halftime round. Summer Catch is a 2001 romantic comedy starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jessica Biel. The main character in the movie is a top pitching prospect who eventually signs with the Batavia Muck Dogs, who are a minor league affiliate for what team?
This is like that pitch question all over again.
At least the pitch was a major league team. I gave you the minor league team here.
So when you write these questions, do you just... What's the most obscure baseball TV show movie can I write about?
Well, one guess, because I try not to make sure I'm not going to duplicate anyone else's.
Just write more
Don't worry
Hootie and the
about that.
Blowfish questions. That's all we need to do.
And I wanted to make halftime a little bit harder because I felt like the first two rounds were kind of easy. So,
what year did you say this came out?
2001.
2001. Okay, and you're asking. Okay, I just.
Yeah, I can kind of give you again the gist. He signs with the Batavia Muck Dogs, who are a minor league affiliate for what team?
Are we supposed to get this from the movie, or are we supposed to know who the Batavia Mutt Dogs were?
I don't care how you get it. I just hope you guys do.
Well, I mean, the only reason I ask, and this is stupid.
It is historically accurate. At the time the movie was released, the Muck Dogs were the affiliate for this team.
Okay.
Can you spell the name of the place? Whatever, Batavia?
It's Batavia, Batavia.
Oh, Batavia.
It's in New York.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I know there's a Batavia in New York, but is that where the baseball team's from?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm like 20 minutes from there, and I've never heard of this team.
I've seen this movie one time. I'm trying to go back to. Josh, do you have anything on this? Have you seen this movie?
I'm not sure. I sent you a chat. That was my first thought. I'm not sure.
That was one of the two teams I had in my head, so we may just want to go with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to get anything else from it because I did see this movie. Good.
Scott, we're going to check in too, so they can talk it out if they wanted to.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in.
Okay, so I find it comforting that you came up with one of the two teams that I was thinking of. I was remembering red being a primary color. Well, red is a primary color, but I was thinking of red being the primary color of the team, and being up there, I was thinking either Boston or Philadelphia, and then you came through with thinking Philadelphia with only a little bit of thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's one of the teams I was thinking of, I say we just go with that. We go with the Phillies.
I'm about it. Let's do it.
All right. We'll check in with the Phillies.
Is it has checked in with the Phillies?
I have no idea how we got to it, but we had the same answer with the Phillies. We thought maybe New York was too obvious, and especially the Yankees would be too obvious of a team to be. So, we went with the next closest biggest city other than Boston, and we went with the Phillies.
Both teams have locked in with the Phillies, and both teams will be getting points. The correct answer, the Philadelphia Phillies.
Can't catch a break. We got to catch these guys.
Guys gave me grief, and you both got it right.
Literally, I was naming Northeast teams. I was like, which one seems reasonable out of the list?
That brings us to the end of the halftime round. Entering the third quarter, we have a score of What Day Is It with 330 and Sideburns with 370.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
That brings us to the third quarter. And today's third quarter will be Let It Ride or Throw in the Towel. For this round, there will be 5 questions in a given category that increase in difficulty. After each question, teams can decide to let it ride and attempt the next question, or throw in the towel and take the points they have accrued to that point. One correct answer is worth 20 points, 2 answers is worth 40 points, 3 is worth 80, 4 is worth 160, and all 5 correct answers is worth 320 points. If a team answers incorrectly, they will lose half of their points accrued in the round. Today's category for Let It Ride or Throw in the Towel is teammates of LeBron James.
Interesting category.
Question 1. This longtime Cavalier center scored over 10,000 points in his 15-year career.
Do you want to check in with that? I don't think we're getting anywhere else.
Yeah, I think that's more likely of the answers we've thrown out. That's probably what it is.
Okay.
So I'm good with checking in if you want to.
All right. Yeah, Scott, we're checked in.
Okay, what about you, Sideburns? That's checked in. What day is it? You're free to discuss.
Josh, what do you think of Zydrunas Ilgauskas? He played a long time, mostly for the Cavs, and he was a center. I mean, that checks 3 boxes off.
Yeah. Did he play for the Heat as well, though? I mean, not that it matters, right? Well, did he say that all 15 years were?
No, he said long-time center.
Okay.
Scored more than 10,000 points in his career.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, Verjao came to mind, but I'm not sure if he was around for that long.
I think it's got to be Ilgauskas. I do. I mean, it checks too many boxes for him not to be.
Cool. All right. I'll trust you then.
All right. We'll check in with Ilgauskas.
What day is it? Has checked in with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And what about you, Sideburns? What did you guys come up with?
We kind of went through a similar process. I threw out Verjao first, and I remember he played for a couple other teams besides the Cavs. And so of the answers we went with Ilgauskas as well.
The correct answer is Zydrunas Ilgauskas. So points all around on that one.
Nice job, Ben.
Yep.
Which brings us to actually what's going to be a really important question, I guess. And that is, are you guys going to let it ride or throw in the towel?
Well, Eric, you were so confident with going all the way.
Well, we got to. We can't bow out after question 1. We're going to let it ride.
All right.
All right.
What if we just have a gentleman's agreement to bow out and just cut this quarter?
Everyone bows out after the first one.
Everyone.
What about you, Sideburns? Okay.
We'll stand.
Both teams are going to let it ride. Question 2 in teammates of LeBron James. This 2-time NBA All-Star grew up in Alaska before helping the Blue Devils win an NCAA title.
We can check that in. That's 100% right.
What day is it? Has checked in. What about you, Sideburns? Can talk it out.
I know a Duke player that grew up in Alaska. I don't know if he ever played with LeBron.
It's more than what I got. I don't know.
I don't know what he did once he entered the league. To be honest, I don't know who drafted him. I just know the first name that popped in my head was Trajan Langdon. I don't know. Like I said, I knew him in Duke, and that was it.
Isn't he? He's the manager of the Pelicans right now. That's the only way I know that name. But he played with LeBron.
I don't know. I know. Only thing I'm putting together with this is the fact that he grew up in Alaska and he played for Duke. How many people from Alaska played for Duke?
I can think of 7 off the top of my head.
So, I mean,
So when would he have played with LeBron? I'm trying to get a time frame here.
He's mid-90s to maybe 99 or 2000 at Duke.
Okay, so maybe rookie year LeBron would have played with him?
If like I said, if he went to Cleveland.
Like I said, the only way that name came to mind was as he's a Pels higher up right now. I don't know anything about his basketball playing career. So
I don't know anything about his pro career. I just know Duke. That's it.
Are there any other – I can't even think of any other players that
played in Alaska that went to Duke. I feel like that's 2 of the 3, like, facts that we needed to be.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I got something. I think he played in Alaska. And what about Carlos Boozer?
Did he play?
I think he was with the Cavs.
And he's from Alaska?
Maybe. That name popped in my head. Maybe because of the Duke thing. But
didn't he go to more than 2 All-Star games, though?
I mean, he was hurt a lot, right?
He was fairly good, though, right?
I'm just trying to think because
I don't know. I feel like maybe Boozer is a better answer because I don't know if Langdon would have made it to an All-Star game.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even if he played, he would have had to been an All-Star in the 2000s, and that name just does not ring a bell. I
like your answer better than, but in my head, Boozer would have made it to more than 2 All-Star games. But then again, at the same time, I don't know. Let's go with Boozer.
That fits everything except the 2-time All-Star.
Maybe it is
somewhat confident. He was from Alaska. I don't know why.
Let's go with it.
Okay.
Let's check in with Carlos Boozer.
Hey, what about you, Sideburns? Has checked in with Carlos Boozer. What day is it? What was your answer?
They're right. They're right. I immediately came up with Trajan Langdon and know that he played in Cleveland, and that right there checked the boxes for me. And I thought, well, yeah, he went to Duke. He went from Alaska, and he played in Cleveland. So that has to be it. And then when Eric said, how many Duke players can you name that are from Alaska? I thought about it. I went, oh man, Boozer's from there too, and that fits better. So yeah, we said Trajan Langdon, but I'm pretty sure it's Boozer.
What day is it checked in with Trajan Langdon? So Trajan Langdon was from Alaska, and he did go to Duke and win a national championship. And it was so good that Krzyzewski went back to the well and went to Alaska to recruit Carlos Boozer, who was born in Germany but moved and grew up in Alaska and made 2 All-Star teams. The correct answer is Carlos Boozer.
He did. Langdon was drafted by the Cavs.
I believe he was, yeah.
So he the only thing missing from that question was the All-Star games then, right?
I actually believe that Langdon only spent 3 seasons in Cleveland, so he
was gone before LeBron?
LeBron.
Yeah. So that is a correct answer for what about you, Sideburns?
That's Mason on that.
Meaning the question is, are you guys going to let it ride or throw in the towel?
So we have 40 in our pocket now.
Which puts us at 410.
410. If we get it right, we would be up 110. And if we're wrong, then we'd only be up 50.
So, all right. But if we stopped, we're up 70.
Yeah. Do you feel...
So is it worth 20 points? Because that's all it's going to be. It's a 20-point swing if we miss.
Okay.
Or stop. If we stop or miss, it's 20 points. So I say we keep going.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can... Hopefully Trajan Langdon's the next one. But
All right.
You guys are going to let it ride?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3, and teammates of LeBron. This floor-spacing 7-footer from Arizona won a championship with LeBron in 2016, which seemed unlikely when the Knicks made him a lottery pick back in 2005.
Who was in the 2005 draft? Was that number 1? Was it Bogut?
I was thinking Bogut too, but Bogut was on the Cavs, but he wasn't drafted by the Knicks.
And he didn't go to Arizona.
Right. I had an idea in my head when he said floor spacing.
Who's that?
Channing Frye.
He played
Did
for the
he
Knicks.
drafted by the Knicks?
He did. And he was terrible.
He's pretty floor spacing because he shot a lot of threes.
And what year did he win with LeBron?
He said 2016.
That's the Heat. That's Cleveland.
That's Cleveland. He was in Cleveland. Did he play at Arizona?
He was in New York. Was he in Cleveland?
He played in Cleveland for a couple years because when I first started playing NBA 2K, the Cleveland roster, he was on that roster somewhere.
It makes sense because when I picture Channing Frye, he's a Knick, and if you have him in Cleveland, that makes sense. So Channing Frye. It's again 2 of the 3 things that we needed to be went to Cleveland, drafted by the Knicks.
And he's full spacing. We just have to hope he's from Arizona and 7 feet.
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right, check in with Channing Frye.
What about you, Sideburns? Has checked in with Channing Frye, who did go to Arizona. The correct answer is Channing Frye.
Nice work, Mason.
Great poll there, Mason.
Glad I was trying to go back to when I first started playing 2K, which is right around that time. I had to think about Cleveland's roster. Luckily, he came up in my head.
Wow, great poll. And that leads us to the question, boys. Let it ride or throw in the towel?
I don't know how many more of these I can pull. I'm glad I pulled the last 2.
I think that's.
We'll take our 80 points and be glad we got that. And
can we hear the next one?
Yeah.
I'll read the next two.
Trajan Langdon.
All right, free for all right here.
Langdon never played with LeBron, so
Yeah, right. Yeah,
We don't
not
know
Trajan
what they
Langdon.
did.
Question 4. He won the Big 12 Player of the Year award in 2002 and had his number 0 retired by the university. He was also a top 5 draft pick.
I'm glad we didn't go for it because I don't even have anything on this.
Give you a hint. He was almost in my pre and post game earlier.
oh, I know it.
Go for it.
It's Drew Gooden.
It is Drew Gooden.
Really? Yeah, and he would have played with LeBron.
Would you guys have gotten that?
No.
No.
I wouldn't have gotten it until you said he could have been in the
Yeah.
pre and post game.
I forgot he was anybody.
I was thinking Milwaukee when you said that. This one.
Right.
I heard 0, and I just thought Greg Ostertag, and I couldn't get my head off of it.
Question 5 was in 2010, a bizarre rumor about an alleged affair between this player and LeBron's mom was given as a reason for the team's collapse in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Tree Rollins.
I know this one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
LeBron's mom. I feel like I heard that story.
And he ended up playing with him again, too, in Miami, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Josh, you knew this one, too?
Yes.
Yeah. Why couldn't we have gotten here to this
Yeah,
one?
for
Oh,
real.
man.
It's not James Jones. He played with LeBron for like all the finals he made, but
Yeah, he always followed LeBron.
it's,
If you guys
it's not-
know it, say it.
No, I
Go
Ray
for it,
Allen.
Josh.
Delonte West.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't he homeless now?
So
No,
when I was
LeBron's mom.
so when I was like confirming this story, the articles, the 2 articles were him with LeBron's mom and is Delonte West homeless was the other
Yes!
article.
I saw a
and
video of him getting beat up.
He said that he's not homeless and he was hanging out with a homeless guy and wanted to know what it was like. So he dressed and appeared as homeless, but I think that's a bold-faced lie.
He looks pretty homeless.
Yeah.
No, he did. He got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't LeBron come to his aid?
I think so. I believe he did.
Somebody big came to his aid. With
I think
money.
it was I'm pretty sure it was LeBron.
LeBron's mom? I've never heard
man.
that. I knew about him
Oh,
being
you've never
homeless.
heard that?
I didn't
Oh,
know about
yeah.
LeBron's mom.
Yeah,
I
that
vaguely
was
heard that story.
That was they blamed the Eastern Conference Finals loss, saying that LeBron was all in his head, and the Delonte West thing was messing up the team chemistry. It was.
I'm pretty sure he ended up in Miami with him.
I think he did. I mean, all LeBron's teammates pretty much follow him. So, like Ilgauskas. After the third quarter, we have a score of what day is it with 340, and pulling away a little bit as Sideburns with 450. And that brings us to the fourth quarter, our final round, known as Put Your Fours Up.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 5 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
And the categories for today's fourth quarter are Rooks, Kings, Knights, Pawns, and Queens. Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Rooks. The Oakland A's had 3 winners of the Rookie of the Year award during the 2000s. One of them was shortstop Bobby Crosby, and the other 2 were both closers. Name both of them.
Should we check in with that? All right, we'll check in.
What day is it has checked in. Sideburns, you guys can discuss.
All right, Mason. I know Houston Street's one of them.
Okay. All the ones I keep thinking of for the A's are outside of the time frame. So
I know Andrew Bailey played for them, and he was big in his rookie year, but I don't know if he won Rookie of the Year.
So do you know when Houston Street won it?
Street was earlier, probably maybe 05, 06.
So it was Bailey after that.
Bailey was maybe 2009, 2010, 11. I think Bailey's still playing, or if it was maybe just recently retired.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still playing. I don't recall his early career.
So I'm not going to come up. I know he played for the A's, and I know there was, like Dan said, Bobby Crosby. But are you good checking in with Street and Bailey?
That's better than what I got. So
What did you have?
Nothing.
All right.
It's better than what I have. Nothing.
All right. We're checking in with Houston Street and Andrew Bailey for, unfortunately, 100 points.
What about you, Sideburns? Wagered 100 points and checked in with Houston Street and Andrew Bailey. What day is it? What was your answer?
This is all bad news for us because we're in for 70 points with the exact same answer.
So what day is it? Has also checked in with Houston Street and Andrew Bailey. Think it's a slam dunk. We all know Houston Street is correct in 2005. And Eric, you're right on the money, man. 2009, Andrew Bailey is correct. Points all around on that one.
So we lost ground. We got that one right, and we lost ground.
Good pull, Eric. I'm glad you remember that name.
I always, him and Homer Bailey were in my head, and I knew Homer Bailey didn't play for them.
Question 2, Kings. According to HockeyWriters.com, the Great One is listed as only the third best player in LA Kings history. Which player took home the top spot in that poll? It does make sense given the fact that he is the franchise's all-time points leader.
Good luck, Dan. It's all you, buddy.
Nothing for me, Mason.
Yeah. I'd hate to be the teammate to let you down in the fourth quarter, but I got nothing on this one either.
Listen, you got us here, so I'm okay.
We'll check in.
What day is it? Has checked in.
All right, Mason. So first thing that came to my head was Luc Robitaille, but I know he's probably top in goals, but I don't know if he's top in points.
Okay.
The only other option would be Marcel Dion, who may be, based on the era that he played in, when it was just, the goalies wore bed sheets on their legs and like everything went in the net. So I think
Clark Gillies.
Yeah, yeah, that's back.
Oh, Clark Gillies.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, like even back in the late 80s, early 90s, I mean, almost everybody was scoring, top players were over 100 points. And that was right when the goalies started to, bulk up and wear these giant pads. So I think Marcel Dion's a better guess than Robitaille.
You said HockeyWriters.com, so I don't know if that's better than Ranker, I suppose, but
I'm going based on just who's going to be top points.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Marcel Dion.
Okay, Sideburns have checked in with Marcel Dion.
For
what day is
75 points, sorry.
They've checked in with Marcel Dion for 75 points. What day is it? What was your wager and answer?
We went in for 70 points with Marcel Dion.
You guys have both been answering the same all game, it seems like. The correct answer is Marcel Dion. So nice job there. And I wrote that question 1,000% with Eric in mind, using HockeyWriters.com and writing a hockey question. You're welcome, buddy.
We don't get a lot of hockey questions on this show, so I appreciate it.
Right. I was like, I can't make that a Sacramento Kings question. There's been way too much basketball, so it's got to be LA. Question 3, Knights. What 3-time Masters winner was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II?
We'll check in.
What day is it? Has checked in.
Any particular reason why this person would be knighted, I don't know. Probably British.
I would assume so.
Or someone in the UK somewhere. Probably, but most likely British. 3-time winner. I can eliminate. It's not anybody recent. It's not McElroy. It's not Danny Willett's the guy that won in 20 whatever on the Dean's list, but it's not him because he hasn't won it 3 times. I'm trying to think of British golfers that would have been. The name I came up with, I think he's British. Wait. I think he has been knighted. Hold on. I think he has because they call him Sir. I think they call him Sir.
Okay. Well, you can say his name.
I think they call him Sir Nick Faldo. I've heard that before, but I don't even know if he's British, but that flows to me. Like I feel like I've heard that name in that.
Do you have to be British?
Probably not. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the rules of knighthood.
All the people I can think of that have been knighted
are British, yes.
Are British. I mean, Sir Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley hasn't actually been knighted, but they call him Sir.
Wait, is Elton John's British?
Yeah, he's British.
Is he?
Yeah. Sir Elton John, Sir Paul McCartney.
Is it bad that I don't know if Elton John's British?
Eric, this is bad, buddy.
If you can't even name Elton John as a British person, how are we going to name British golfers?
He? I don't hear him talk. I listen to him.
Oh, yeah, he's
Eric, I'm in the same boat, bro.
Thank you.
That was news to me.
But
Elton John is British. There's our other episode title, potentially.
There you go. But then
he hasn't won 3 Masters as far as I know. So
Elton John, no. He hasn't.
A lot of Grammys, though.
I mean, I can't think of.
Sir Nick Faldo, like that.
I like the
it's a
ring of
note
it.
for me.
If it hit you, I mean, it's got to be there.
I'm
for a
pretty
reason.
sure he's British.
Go with it.
Okay.
If you're comfortable with it, I am too.
Yeah, we'll check in with Nick Faldo.
What about you, Sideburns, has checked in with Nick Faldo? What day is it? I'm sorry. What was your wager over there, guys?
50 points.
50 points. They checked in with Nick Faldo. And over to what day is it? Your wager and answer, please.
Well, when you first said Knights for the category, I was immediately hoping you were going to go with the Charlotte Knights. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I'm playing against a White Sox fan. He's going to know everything about the Charlotte Knights too. So I'm kind of glad you went away from there. But we went with Nick Faldo. It clicked all the boxes. So, and for 70 points.
This was originally a Rutgers Scarlet Knights question, and I switched it out because I wanted to get a golf question in. The correct answer is Sir Nick Faldo.
Nice work, resident golf expert Mason.
Okay, question 4, pawns. This memorable item from 2001, valued at over $30,000, was notably pawned to Rick Harrison for just $2,600.
Hey y'all, this is Matt from the future. The team spent about 20 or so minutes debating and discussing this unbelievably great question from Scott, and I'm going to cut right to the end and spare you all of the minutia. So here we go, I'm going to go right to the end. So, thanks.
You sure?
No, but that's the best thing. And
Yeah, I
sure.
yeah. Let's have them talk it out, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna check in.
What about you, Sideburns, has checked in?
Yeah, I think we're just going to check into. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going to be some kind of an award, right? Either a trophy or a ring. I mean, I want to say Rick Harrison's got a couple Super Bowl rings. That's why I said that originally. And I don't know if it's someone's specific ring. I mean, it obviously is someone's specific ring, but I don't know if we need to say whose it is. But
No, I don't think you would want that much. If we were to go to like Super Bowl ring, I feel like we could just say Super Bowl ring.
What you just want to go with a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah, I guess. And then
if we have to be more specific, we can be more specific then. But
yeah,
all right, we're going to check in with a Super Bowl ring.
What day is it? Has checked in with a Super Bowl ring. And what was your wager on that?
70.
What about you, Sideburns? Your wager and answer, please.
We wagered 6 points, and first of all, I had no idea who was it. Rick Harrison, it was. So, I mean, Mason threw out Super Bowl ring. It's the only thing that made sense. So we went with Super Bowl ring.
So both teams checking in with Super Bowl ring. So Brock Williams, a former player in this sport, brought this to Rick Harrison. Apparently he was down on his luck and decided that $2,600 would be an adequate amount to get for a 2001 Patriots Super Bowl ring.
Oh,
so that's what happened. Correct answer is Super Bowl ring.
I would have given him $3,000.
I was so stuck on a long time from the baseball thrown in the World Series that year. I was stuck on that for so long. I was like, that's really specific. And
yeah, no, I literally I didn't even want Patriots Super Bowl ring. Just Super Bowl ring is fine.
Yeah.
And the final question of Put Your Fours Up, Queens. Gary Sheffield hit his 500th home run at Citi Field as a pinch hitter, which was also his first homer as a Met. Later that same year, Mariano Rivera recorded his 500th career save and the only RBI of his career. In what year did both of these feats occur at Citi Field?
Pick one.
Okay, that's comforting. All right. Let's go with that one.
All right. We're checked in.
Sideburns has checked in. What day is it? You guys can talk it out.
But Gary Sheffield didn't make it much longer than 2009, 2010. He retired right around then.
Mm-hmm.
And if he hit 500 home runs, he did that very near the end of his career. And I guess Rivera getting a hit, that could have happened anytime. So
was he asking for the hit or for the RBI?
I mean, for the RBI. Either way, that could have happened any time during his career. I mean, obviously they were playing the Mets, which is why he was hitting.
Okay, so 29 to 2010.
It's going to be right around then. I'm 50-50 on that, but I think it's right around the one of those 2 years. So between 2009 and 2010, where would you lean?
09.
09?
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that then. We'll check in with 09.
What day is it? Has checked in with 2009, and how many points did you wager on that?
60.
And what about you, Sideburns? What did you wager, and what was your answer?
Well, we were having somewhat of a similar debate trying to figure out when he ended his career. And we were between 08 and 09, and Eric gave me the choice. And because I am a diehard Saints fan, 2009 has a special place in my heart, so that is what we went with.
What was your wager on that?
We wagered a solid 0 points.
Just like the majority of this game, both teams checked in with the same answer of 2009, and both teams would be correct. The year is 2009. Nice job getting that year, though, guys.
So you backed into it by picking the Saints Super Bowl year?
Yeah, we were between 08 and 09, and I told him your choice, and he was like, no, you get to pick.
Only player to get his 500th as a pinch hitter, and only player to hit his 500th as his first homer with a new team. And with that, the game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. What day is it? Finishes with a whopping 680 points. However, they were edged out as the winners of our game and our clipboard captains who are receiving the coveted Chris Redman Award is What About You, Sideburns, with 681 points. So quite the nail-biter there.
We did what we had to do.
That Nick Faldo question.
Yeah.
At this point, all we can do is just, tip our hats and say, nicely done, because we gave you everything we had and couldn't get anywhere.
I'll let Mason take the trophy home.
Yeah, Channing Frye.
What it comes down to is what really it came down to was Trajan Langdon.
Yeah. If Mason didn't talk me out, because I was set on him too. Mason got it out of my head. Because how many basketball players went to Duke? Now that I did not know there was
At
two.
Least two. Anything you guys would like to say before we call it a night?
No, just a great set, Scott. You wrote a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome game. Thank you for the hockey question. And Dan and Josh, awesome job.
Yes, absolutely.
Mason, great teammate.
Hey, I'm glad you pulled some too. It was a team effort on a lot of those. So
yeah, these were two stacked teams. This was a really good matchup here. Obviously, evidenced by a 1-point margin of victory. So, thanks for enduring my questions. I know a couple of the halftime ones were pretty obscure there. Thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, and until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at BenchwarmersTP.